Hi there, a warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining this live chat session. Three new stories as usual in this live chat. Let me greet the participants here. John Wonder, first one who commented, welcome, John. A name in Hebrew language, I think, says hello, Sajid. Jamal Hassan says, Assalamu alaikum, brother. Wa alaikum assalam, Jamal, brother. Sam, a member, says, welcome. Special thanks to you, Sam, for joining. Members have special badges. That is how I recognize them. If you want to be a member, click the link given in description section of this video. It will take you to membership page. Uh, Ephilas says, is regional war likely in East Africa? Let's hope and pray there is no regional war. Ethiopia out of a war around a year ago. Another warlike situation in Amhara region. Eritrea was part of this war too. In Sudan, civil war ongoing. In Somalia, insurgency for around a decade. So there shouldn't be any appetite for a new war in this region of Africa. Mesfin K joined. Muhammad Ali says, hi Sajid. Eid Mubarak. Thank you, Muhammad Ali. How are you? Inadid always call me Indian guy while I'm not Indian. Liz Elias joined from after a few days. How are you, Liz? I'm fine. S joined too. S is a member as well. Special welcome to S. Two members today. S second one. Abebe Ligaso says, how are you, brother? I'm fine, Abebe. Abyssinia Daily, who is the source of your information? Well, no one discloses sources, by the way. Even I think courts cannot ask journalists about their sources. Sources are so many that I cannot disclose them. But sources are very reliable, by the way. And let me tell you one thing, it's not easy to cover the Horn of Africa. One man, one presenter with information coming from Amhara, Oromia, Tigray, Afar, Somali region, Djibouti, Eritrea opposition, Somalia, Somaliland, information in local languages mostly. So it needs a 24-hour commitment, by the way, to be updated and to keep you updated. But I am used to it now. At night, when sometimes I wake up, if I get up at night, I just reach out to see my mobile if there are any news, and if I see that there is anything worth reporting, no matter what the time is, I'm ready to just get up and make a video. Lilo says, hi Sajid, what do you think of Possible Party's speech of thanks to Russia, not a war? If you could share that with me. Varse says, hi. Someone says, I have source. Yeah, viewers are my source, definitely. One source for me is definitely viewers. Zabi joined too. Birhano Eregawi, we beloved journalist, Mr. Sajid. Eid Mubarak. Thank you, Birhano. Do you think we should be sanctioned on Ethiopian military to stop the war? Sanctions won't stop the war, I think. You stutter a little bit. Squid. Yeah, I stutter. Stammer too sometimes. Story. Firstly, call for sanctions on Ethiopian military. Who is making this call? Will it be implemented? Secondly, tension in Oromia, where dozens of Oromos were killed 3 days ago in an attack on a wedding program. Now, large scale displacement and retaliatory attacks are being reported in the area. Thirdly, Hassan Sheikh, Somalia's president, is in Turkey. No meeting between Hassan Sheikh and Erdogan. I think Erdogan is in Turkey. He's not abroad. Hassan Sheikh today met with Turkish foreign minister, which is against diplomatic protocol. Hassan Sheikh should have met Erdogan. Why is it Erdogan is not taking time out to meet Hassan Sheikh? What happened? Pantahun time is almost the same at which I started the live chat today. Sometimes live chat gets delayed a little, but time is the same. Abdullah Harsi joined. He says, isn't it stressing to follow this everyday weather? Yeah, not just because the issues are conflict related, but making three videos a day, one chat a day, it's difficult, honestly. Sometimes I feel I'm overworked, stressed out. I'm planning to go on vacation in the next week, maybe uh, fewer videos, less work starting from next week, but I'll be with you. Uh, but it's difficult. Yeah, I feel sometime that I should have some day off, some rest for myself. For my life is just revolving on this channel. Kinadi says Erdogan is in Italy. When did he arrive in Italy? Dark Star says, I have heard TPLF supporters claiming that ENDF and FANO were already mobilizing close to Kobo a week before the start of Tigray war. Was ENDF already planning to start? Well, let's restrict ourselves to what the three new stories are, because if you start talking about start of Tigray war, maybe we'll go back too much. Tigray war, we can write a book on that, by the way. How it started, how it went on, how it ended, what happened. If a Hamasian join, Musi and join too. Musi said, do you think America will punish Abiy for his idiot approach with Russia? Well, John Spencer here too. Well, punish is is a strong word, I would say. And Abiy is not taking a very he Ethiopia has become part of BRICS, but Abiy is not uh, Russian representative in Africa. Yes, Abiy is not ready to US proxy, or you can say that US does not see Abiy as reliable or as influential. That is why now the American horse is Ruto, William Ruto of Canada. Let's start with yours. Call for sanctions on Ethiopian military. 2 days ago, UN Human Rights Wing released a report about human rights situation in Ethiopia in the last 1 year, which ended in January this year. Starting from January 2023 till 2024 January. In this 1 year, hundreds of human rights violations were committed, involving thousands of victims. More than 70% of these violations were committed by Ethiopian security forces. In Amhara mainly, in Oromia as well. No main violations committed in Tigray during this period. Uh, Fano fighters also blamed for killings, 52 killings, I think, by the UN. An American senator who is founding member of US Foreign Relations Committee has called for sanctions on Ethiopian military. Jim Risch is his name, Senate Foreign Relations Committee ranking member, a senior lawmaker. He's saying that Biden administration, Joe Biden government must take action on the Ethiopian military, which is involved in heinous human rights abuses in the country. What will happen? Will sanctions be imposed? Because we know that sanctions were imposed on Eritrean intelligence agency, Eritrean military chief too, by Westerners. It remains to be seen. Jim Risch generally takes very strong anti-Ethiopian government positions. Peace and Love joined to welcome Peace and Love member as well. Jim Risch has been calling for sanctions on Ethiopian government during the 2-year-long war. And it seemed that Ethiopia was close to put under sanctions during the war, but sanctions were not uh, fully implemented on Ethiopia during the war. Now, we don't know if a sanction will be imposed or not, but it seems that the IMF and World Bank's negotiations with Ethiopia could be affected. IMF and World Bank have been criticizing Ethiopia for human rights situation. They've been demanding devaluation of birr, Ethiopian local currency. And they have been raising questions about human rights abuses, civilian deaths in Amhara, Oromia, etc. Now, UN is confirming that Ethiopian military is involved in human rights abuses. That means that when UN publishes such reports, generally such reports are used by the US to put pressure upon the countries involved in such abuses. We will see more pressure upon Ethiopia. Ethiopian position at the table for negotiation with IMF and World Bank will be further weakened. So this is the situation. It is becoming increasingly difficult for Ethiopia to get a bailout package from the IMF and World Bank due to Ethiopian reluctance to devalue birr and due to this UN report now. What does the government has in mind? Does it have some alternative financing source which it is hoping to utilize? Because government, Ethiopian economy is badly in need of a few billion US dollars. Maybe the government has received some assurance from some friendly country. That is why it is ready and it can survive without bailout package, though it is continuing the negotiation with the IMF and World Bank. Sajid, I wonder how the live videos of you were during Tigray war. I don't think I did lots of live chats during Tigray war. Live chats began after Tigray war, I think. Very few live chats during Tigray war. It is me says too late for USA to impose sanctions on Abiy regime and his military. Well, it could be too late, but the issue could be used. The report, UN report, could be used to put more pressure upon Ethiopian government. Secondly, viewers, I did a video yesterday. I told you about attack on a wedding in West Shore zone of Oromia. It happened on Saturday. Hand grenades were thrown at the wedding ceremony, which was being held in Nono district in West Shore zone of Oromia. More than 20 were killed. Several were injured. And grenades were thrown. Then people who tried to flee, they were shot uh, at, and several people died while trying to flee the ceremony. Victims mainly ethnic Oromos, and according to the mayor of Nono city, the attackers were ethnic Amharas. This incident was definitely likely to create ethnic tension, and that is what happened. Now, reportedly, Amhara people in the area are being targeted. They are fleeing the district where this incident happened, even nearby districts, nearby towns where Amhara people are living, they are in danger. They're under threat. And hundreds of people have been displaced in the last 24 to 48 hours. Security forces have conducted operations, and dozens of people have been arrested. Dozens of people from Amhara ethnic group, because the attackers were from the Amhara ethnic group. So the attack was carried out allegedly by an Amhara Fano group. Now, Amhara civilians are in danger, women, children, elderly. Let's hope that security forces control the situation. Let's hope that Oromo Amhara harmony remains intact. Not harmony, but I would say working relationship. I did a video a few hours ago. I told you about fighting between Fano and military. Direct fight between the two sides in North Shore. Dera Wareda. Military nowhere to be seen. The two clashed. Some civilians died too in separate attacks by Fano against Oromos and Ola against Amharas. No large scale deployment of the military to keep the two groups away. This is a situation in Oromia where Oromos are dying to Amharas killed as well in massacres committed in recent months and years. LM joined to says, I don't want to hear any Amhara activists talk about genocide without talking about the red wedding. They're probably going to blame government. Well, they denied their involvement. They said victims are Amharas, but later it was revealed that victims were mainly Oromos. Now they are saying that their people are being arrested, killed in counterattacks. Yeah, Be Better says that Amhara, those who committed the atrocities should be hanged, but targeting civilians is unacceptable. Yeah, I agree with that. T and O joined to welcome T and O. Is a member as well. He says, simply put, Ethiopia is facing challenges similar to those of former Yugoslavia and seems destined to disintegrate. Well, these challenges are not new. For decades, Ethiopia has been faced with these challenges, but Ethiopia managed to remain intact. Just excuse me a little. Lastly, with Hassan Sheikh, Somalia's president, is in Turkey. Uh, no meeting between Hassan Sheikh and Erdogan, Turkish president. Hassan Sheikh met with a Turkish foreign minister. On Eid, Hassan Sheikh was not in Somalia. He was abroad. I think he went to Norway to. Then this morning we saw his pictures in Turkey. Why no meeting between Hassan Sheikh and Erdogan? Teachers Tube, I did a video on that yesterday. I told you, I explained to viewers how the incident happened. I wrote an article on that on newsedis.com on the website. You can read the article. That's what we can do. We cannot be voice for anyone. That's not what my job is. My job is to report. That's what we're doing. FM says, Sajid, in 1 year from now, do you think Ethiopia will have the same challenges? Can it really be negotiations for peace? Well, let's go back. What was happening in Ethiopia last year in June? Any change between June 2023 and June 2024? Any big change? No, almost the same. Rather, a new conflict, which is getting out of hand, that is conflict in Amhara. There was hope last year that maybe all our government talks could click. Talks did not succeed. There were fears about resumption of armed hostilities in northern Ethiopia, but Pretoria still holding. Why? Because there are guarantors. Westerners, Americans, they're guarantors. That's why deal in place. No big change in the last 1 year. Opposition scattered under repression. Same is the case with opposition today. Uh, no genuine threat to Abiy last year. Same situation today. I'll do a video on that, a separate video. Alim, this idea or this analysis that country could break up is not new. During the war in Tigray, you saw that politicians, experts, foreigners, they said Ethiopia was going to break, to split into pieces. Government critics generally come up with such analysis. Ground reality does not correspond with such analysis. Where is Hassan Sheikh? Why is that there is no meeting between Hassan Sheikh and Erdogan? I heard that when Hassan Sheikh arrived in Turkey, Erdogan was in Turkey. No meeting. Why? I don't know what happened, but maybe Hassan Sheikh's visit is a surprise visit, unscheduled visit to Turkey. It wasn't planned, reported. Hassan Sheikh paid a surprise visit to Turkey, you can say. No meeting between the president of Somalia and the president of Turkey. Either Erdogan did not care to take time out to meet Hassan Sheikh, or Erdogan is not in Turkey. What I learned is that Erdogan was there in Turkey when Hassan Sheikh arrived there, but he did not hold a direct meeting with Hassan Sheikh. It is me says, when will you say there is genuine threat to Abi's rule? When die? No, I'll say that when there is genuine threat. Tell me which genuine threat Abi is facing to his rule. Ephraim says, do you think Ethiopian and Eritrean governments secretly talk to each other? Well, they have their embassies, so they have communication channels. If they have embassies, it means they could be in talks, formal talks. But I am not aware of any talks about forming a strategic partnership or talks, comprehensive talks. No such thing happening. It means as economic threat. No. Several African countries are in a worse position than Ethiopia is in. What about Eritrea? You saw that it was put under sanctions, removed from SWIFT, no foreign aid, under sanctions. It managed to survive. People suffer, elites don't suffer. Do you think people will take to the streets if their economic condition deteriorate? No. Yes, if the economic situation does not improve, people will suffer, but it does not mean that people will march to palace. And I think Ethiopia has managed to survive so far. Its economy managing to survive. It got loan repayment relief, foreign assistance coming in the form of grants, though in peanuts, in the form of peanuts. Uh, Maybe some Arab country could support Ethiopia. Economy is a problem, economic conditions is a problem, but in several other countries too. I don't see it as a real threat. Yes, it's a problem, but problem for the people of Ethiopia, not for the government. People will suffer more. Will they rise? Who will lead them? Will government allow them to rise? Yeah, Ayana. Generally, Daniel Bakalay's commission takes some time, so let's not uh, prematurely accuse him of being biased. I think he will investigate it because the issue has been, it's a very high level issue now. But he will investigate both incidents, the attack on wedding and What happened after that? What is happening after that in known other parts of Oromia? The people of Ethiopia are starving. No news is reported. Well, I don't know about others, but I had a video on that just a few hours ago. I shared a report of WFP that around 80% of people in Tigray and Amhara are facing food shortage. Martha Erickson joined too. Howdy, Martha. Yunus says, you said yourself, he's fast to report on the killing of Amharas. Yeah, I said that. It does not mean that he has not reported about the deaths of others too. His commission did a report about the deaths of Oromo, Kareo elders. His commission working on Bahadur Gasa's death too. So he'll have to create balance. I think commission will report about the attack on wedding ceremony in Peshawar. With 33 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat session. I'll be back tomorrow. We covered 3 topics. I am following Hassan Sheikh's engagements in Turkey. If there is meeting between Hassan Sheikh and Erdogan, I'll update you. Hassan Sheikh's visit is crucial, keeping in view the announcement by Somaliland that in coming 2 months, final agreement with Ethiopia will be signed. Hassan Sheikh and Erdogan government signed the defense deal a few months ago. What will Turkey do? Will it intervene to stop Ethiopia's Somaliland MOU? Why Hassan Sheikh in Turkey? Does he want some assurance from Turkey that Turkey would support Somalia militarily against Ethiopia? That will analyze in coming videos. Alarming situation in Oromia where people are fleeing the area where the incident happened on Saturday, in which more than 20 people were killed in grenade attack on a wedding ceremony. And uh, uh, thirdly, we uh, talked about the call for sanctions on Ethiopian military, call by US lawmakers. Thank you for joining. Always good to be with you. I'll be back tomorrow. Till then,